People are texting in. What's the name of the song? That was Don't Be So Hard on Yourself.
Don't be.
Don't be.
Don't be. You shouldn't be, yeah. Sorry, I didn't say.
And as you know, guys don't listen to lyrics as well as women.
Yeah.
So, Bethany, Danielle, what did you get from the song?
It's like, don't be so hard on yourself. You get exhausted beating yourself up all the time. Doing that whole
that's exactly
monologue.
it. Yeah, I was going through a horrible breakup and I was, in a dark place. And it takes a while to get through that sometimes. And I think there was one day when I was writing this song and I hadn't really thought about where I was or how I felt for a while. And I think it was like, wow, I feel great. And like, I've taken on so much stuff in how long it'd been a year and, I'd signed my record deal. I had so much going on whilst going through all of that. And it was that day that I realised, wow, I really kind of just got through this by not thinking about it and not being so hard on myself and just looking at the positives in my life. And that's kind of what it's about, really.
A lesson to be learned. My dad, my father who passed away several years ago, his advice to me, which I still take to everywhere I go, is sometimes you have to let yourself off the hook.
Yeah.
Just like, stop, let other people off the hook as well, which I'm not good at doing. I know that we really, truly learned about you in Rather Be.
Yeah.
And when I saw the video, you were Asian.
Yeah. I'm like a chameleon, I can change.
It was really odd. I mean, you remember the video to Rather Be?
Yeah.
Remember with Clean Bandit?
Yes. Yeah.
So the girl singing up there was this beautiful Asian woman. I'm like, well, great. I want to learn more about Jess Glynne.
Yeah.
Then I learned that you're not Asian at all.
I know. Then you type it in and you see this white ginger girl and you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, then we see you. Like, can you explain the video? I mean, is there an explanation for why?
Yeah, do you know what? The Clean Bandit had this cool concept.
There she is right there.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, that's me.
No, but it's not.
Back in your Asian days.
All right,
Back in the Asian days, I grew out of it. No, do you know what it is? They had this concept for the video, and they took that to Tokyo, I think. And there was this whole part where they wanted me in the video, and we, like when they came back to the UK. And, for me at the time, I'd literally just kind of started making my album solidly with my record label. And I didn't really know where I was going or what I was doing as an artist, but it was always my artistry that was the most important. So like, I didn't want to jump in the video with the wrong image or the wrong kind of outlook on who I am.
So put the Asian girl in there.
And so what happened was they continued with the Asian girl, made that the feature. And then, it was just, I came through a different way. Okay. Visually.
As long as we know it's you singing.
Yeah, it was definitely me singing.
And then
I am a little bit in it, if you get to the end of the video.
Yeah, you are there.
I'm like standing on the stage, it's like a silhouette.
You're like, well, who's that?
So,
now she's red hair. And
2 seconds of her right there.
So when do you think, Jess, when do you remember saying to yourself, you know what, this is actually going to work? My dreams are actually coming true as of right now. What was it you were doing and where were you? Do you remember then?
Do you know what it was? I met this guy called Joe Gosser. He's a publisher for a thing called Black Butter Records in the UK. And I met him... Basically, I've been working with this girl called Janae, who I actually wrote Hold My Hand with. Mm-hmm. And I kind of met her and we'd written these songs and I was like, wow, I'd written a lot of songs at this point. And I was like, okay, the songs I'm making right now are the songs. And that was a moment in itself of like, okay, I feel like I'm going somewhere. And then this guy, Joe, heard that stuff and was like really interested. And I don't know, something kind of hit me and it was like the ball started rolling. And then I met this lawyer and then I met my management and things just started to fall in place.
Things were happening to you that happened to like the stars.
Yeah, it was just like, wow, yeah.
Because you are one now.
Oh,
no,
I don't know.
It's weird. You don't,
I don't think I'm a star.
Here's how you think about it as I touch your hand. If you studying or reading about an artist who has accomplished what you have already accomplished, you would be impressed.
Yeah, I guess so.
But when you look at it on your own, you look at yourself doing it, you're not as impressed with yourself.
Do you know, as you look at
it's kind of weird.
It's when you sit down and you map it all out and you realise what actually, the journey you've actually been on, and then you're like, wow. And it's not always easy to be like boost your ego and be like, yeah, I'm amazing, or yeah, I've done this. But I am, so proud of what I've achieved and the journey that I've been on, and it is amazing. And I suppose if you were to write a book and write about the journey you've been on and what you've gone through, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you owe it to yourself to give yourself
like
a
even to
little
be
credit.
sitting here in New York, you know, and you guys wanting to talk to me and listen to me sing, that's
we've been
amazing.
Begging. I've been begging
Like-
Bulos. I'm like, Bulos, please, can we just have her on the
know.
show? That's all I'm asking.
Well, he did try to make it happen, but there was obviously...
There is the problem with like getting on a plane.
I know.
Because that's really
I know,
difficult.
it's really difficult, right? But I'm here now.
Is that Marcia?
Yes.
Say hello to Jess Glynne.
Hi, Marsha.
Hi, Jess. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's great to have you on the other side of the pond, finally.
I know, it's so exciting.
It's about time.
It's very cold.
It is
so cold.
It's stupid cold. So what did you want to tell Jess about her music?
So, Jess, I just want to tell you, my sister was diagnosed with breast cancer back in October, and I'm happy to say she's doing really well. She's in radiation now, and she's had a successful surgery.
Oh,
But
amazing.
I bought her your album for Christmas and highlighted Hold My Hand on the CD when I gave it to her. And she listens to it all the time, and it is her fighting breast cancer theme song.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
See, this is the thing.
Please send her my love.
You go into a studio, or you go in, listen, this is a great story, Marcia, or Jess Glynne. You sit down and you write a song, you perform it.
Yeah.
You're like, it sounds really good. You know, okay, is that a take? Yeah, I'll keep that, put that on the album. When you hear these stories, like Marcia's sister story, or someone calling in a few moments ago,
But
Stephanie.
that's why you do it, you know. When I make music, it's to help me in a way. I guess it's a way of therapy, and it's getting out those emotions and those feelings when you write lyrics. And I guess one of the best things about it is when you put the record out and it connects with people and they can relate to it and it makes them feel, you know, I love music that makes me feel. That's why I listen to it and makes me, you know, sad or happy or, you know, hopeful, whatever that is, you know. And for me to put out a song and to give that to someone, that's, you know, one of the reasons I do it, and it makes me feel very warm inside.
Well, we're so happy to have you. Jess Glynne, by the way, her debut album, I Cry When I Laugh, is in stores, or you can download it, right? We still download it?
You can download it.
You can download these
You
things.
actually can.
Electronically, as they say.